Alright, what is up guys? JaretCampisi with my good buddy Dado. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be working on our Yamaha R1M, and as we were prepping for the episode, we realized that we have kind of a pretty big problem. Unfortunately, we don't have a bracket here that we need to attach the rear seat cowl, so we're going to have to make one. And there's really nothing to attach it to, so it's going to be very interesting. You guys love when we have problems, so here you go. Sit back, relax, enjoy the video. Okay, so just so you guys know what we're talking about, this is the stock rear subframe. It has this little thing right here on the back, little lip, and what that does is it actually attaches. I want to show, hold on, show this piece here, Dado. See that right there? That attaches underneath that, slides underneath it, I should say. And that's what keeps the back from rattling around, and then it attaches in the front with 2 bolts. If you go over to the new subframe, which is actually a racing rear subframe, so it's not built for stock pieces. Unfortunately, this one does not have that piece there. So even if we attach this down here with screws, look what's gonna happen. So in order to fix that, we have to somehow fabricate some sort of bracket for the back of the bike underneath that exact area. And how we're gonna do that, I don't actually know. So, we're gonna sit here and kind of look at this and figure out how we might be able to get this to work, and then I'll let you know what we come up with.
All right, so one thing I noticed is when it's clipped in, the very tip of this here, where it's supposed to clip in, actually sits right around here where these 2 unused holes are. Now this is supposed to clip into this and it doesn't anyways, it doesn't fit right with this carbon. So I think the best and quickest way to do this is to zip these 2 plastic pieces off, and then we'll use these 2 as mounting points. I'll mock something up with cardboard or a thin piece of sheet metal before I make it, but I'm thinking aluminum so it doesn't rust and it looks decent. I can shape it nicely.
Lightweight too.
And then lightweight, and then we'll mount that probably underneath here because that bracket sits pretty low. It's either going to be underneath or up top. I'll make it fit really nice with the rest of the stuff. Then we'll be able to clip this in. It's got to be just strong enough not to pull this. You know. And I think we're gonna do well there.
Let's just double-sided tape it.
Yeah, good thinking. All right, so I have a piece of flashing here. It's really thin. I'm just using it for mock-up. I could use cardboard, but it's a little bit more rigid. So what I'm doing is I'm actually marking out just enough for this to sit out here. I can always move it or make it bigger or smaller, but I actually just need a piece to mock it up, and this is a quick way to do it. So it's gonna go to the outside edges of this. I'm gonna use some metal shears, cut it, drill it, pop it in place, see if the seat fits, and what kind of adjustments we need to make. I
like it. Dado's got a couple of options when it comes to, this is what I have at my house. I just have this. Look at this drawer of shit. Okay, what are you using and why?
These tiny little, they're actually, Malco makes them, made in the US, but they cut like a lot of thin stuff very easily. Like this little sheet metal here. And very straight, so I like to use them for mock-up.
And so if this works, then what? The idea is build something similar out of aluminum, is that?
Yeah, I mean, I don't like using cardboard for stuff that's supposed to be more rigid, so this is a really quick way to just make a little bracket.
And see if it works.
Yeah, pop it in place, and see kind of like where our placement needs to be. We're gonna have to figure out if it's gonna be higher or lower.
Yeah, that's gonna be the main problem, I think.
So let's just say, I mean, this is just a rough cut, but if the bracket sits like this.
No, the bracket's not gonna be that thick, is it?
It's gonna be thicker.
Oh, I'm sorry, that like width, wide.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. So if that piece clips in and it hits it too far, then we'll either make it thinner, or we'll move the holes or whatever. Okay. So, because we don't know if it's supposed to be back here. I think
it goes straight across.
Yeah, it does, but where does this lip
have to?
So, and then also, like, are we gonna put a little lip sticking out or whatever? So let's figure that out. Okay, double-sided 3M tape here, just to make things easier so this doesn't move around. I never have nails, and my sausage fingers are awful at taking this off.
Where's Teens when you need her, right?
So in about 4 minutes.
Where's BTT when you need her?
3M, double-sided tape this in there. It's rigid this way. It's fairly rigid this way. The nice thing is with this is we can also move it if need be. So just place that right there.
Now you're checking to see if it gets underneath it? Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, it looks like it's actually too high.
Too high?
Yeah.
And too far forward, right? Oh no, Dado. Oh, shit. Ow. You okay? It's running into the thing here, that lip, you can't push it any farther forward, can you? You know what I'm saying?
All right, so the mock-up works if the bracket is down below, or we'd have to put it up top and then
have a jog, like down.
Yeah, which I really don't want to spend the time doing that right now. This has to get zipped off on the bottom because there's stuff sticking up through.
So we have some space.
I don't know if my shears will reach. I can try. If not, I'll have to zip it with the cutoff wheel, which I don't want to do because carbon's right underneath. So,
along with the.
That's really thick.
Yeah.
That's what she said. I'm gonna have to zip it. So.
All right, let's do it.
Yep. In order for me to cut this safely without cutting the carbon underneath, I just put this piece of flashing in there so I kind of get an idea if it slips. I'm also gonna probably tape this off just in case. We're gonna go through here, cut a nice little line on both sides, get rid of that, and then we have a nice mounting point. This is how close that is. So I'm gonna have to zip it as close as I can out this way, and then maybe, I don't know, we'll see. We'll see if I cut this whole tail section off.
Yeah, just cut the whole thing off. We won't even need a real.
Pull my finger in a way, that way it doesn't cut that.
We won't even need a real tail cowl.
Rear tear towel.
I can't even speak. I can't say rear.
So here's a piece that was in there. That came out really nice. And I'm glad I put that shield there. I mean, it touched it barely, but that would have been on carbon. So now we do the same thing to the other side, and look at all the room that we have for activities.
Yeah, that's perfect. For activities?
So
we do all kinds of fun stuff down there.
So we could actually mount that aluminum bracket or whatever we end up making.
Or underneath.
Underneath. And then,
good to go.
Yeah, we can bold it or whatever.
Awesome.
So.
All right, we got the other side snipped. It's really hard to see because it's so dark in there. And then this is what he was thinking for the bracket. So it slopes down, and it should be in a very similar spot to where the original one was. Let's see.
Oh, it's moving.
Is it moving around?
Yeah, we gotta rejigger it.
Yeah. How's that? Is it good under there?
If it didn't come apart, it would be perfect.
It would be?
Yeah. So let's drill this and just
test it.
Yeah.
Perfect. Also, on a side note, it is freaking pouring outside. And look how cool the ceramic coat is on my car. Look at that cool little design from the car, just from the rain just running off the car. How badass is that? God, I love that car.
All right, just remember this is a little test piece, but what I did was I used the double-sided sticky tape and I pressed as hard as I could against where the holes are, and that leaves a little indentation, and that's exactly where I'm going to drill. So I'm using a piece of wood here, and it does look a little rough, but I don't care. Like I said, it's a
test bracket.
Just a mock-up. Just make sure you don't cut your fingers doing this.
Especially those big sausage fingers. They love to get in the middle of everything, don't they?
So there's that. Let's see if they line up.
Got Dado's box of tricks here.
Yeah, so these should fit nicely in there.
Plastic fasteners, or what are these? Push pins?
They're actually screw-in.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
I'm gonna push them in anyways.
Hey, screw you, man. All this just for a mock-up bracket.
That's right.
My God. All right, let's see if it works. Moment of truth. It doesn't work.
Hold on.
I'm just kidding. I don't know. Don't you want to push it? Yeah, there you go. Is it hooked in? It's above it.
Yep, it's above it.
It's going in there? It looks like it's running into the side here.
Yeah.
Oh, it's because it came up. Those stupid things came up. You gotta push this down.
Yeah.
What's going on here?
This is too thin, I think. So right now the bracket looks like it's a little bent because it was bent.
Yeah.
We actually need it to sit
pretty much straight.
Flat across. Yeah.
So this isn't ideal.
And it will be thicker now.
Yeah.
Once we make it, we can fit it on top or at the bottom of this carbon based on exactly how the cowl sits.
Yeah.
This is very, very close. Like these things touch here, which is fine.
Yeah.
But we'll just show it's up a little bit higher than it should be right now because the bracket is bent. But this is how it's gonna sit.
That's how it's gonna sit like that. It looks. I mean, it's pretty damn flawless for a piece that's not supposed to be on there. You know, if you think about it.
So just like that.
So that's what it's gonna do. So now we're gonna make the actual bracket.
We're gonna make the actual bracket. I'm thinking just for the sake of time and how nice it is, I may just design it and cut it out of like thin acrylic on the laser machine and then just mount it and be done with it, because if I need to make any adjustments, it's very easy to make the adjustment rather than me hand making it out of aluminum. That's just an idea.
Okay. I say whatever you want to do.
Okay. So what I did it's very crammed.
Like nipples.
Yeah, it's very crammed at the tail end of things.
Yeah.
The carbon fiber sticks up on both sides, so it's hard to get a measurement in there. So I took a piece of tape and I
drew some nipples.
Marked where the nipples were. And then it looks like center to center, we're exactly 3.5 inches.
Okay.
So when I design this in the program and we design and cut the bracket, I can put the holes at the exact size that we need.
And how wide are you gonna make it?
Well, that's why we have this guy.
Oh, okay. You're gonna do it the exact same width?
Yeah, we're gonna do it exactly like this.
All right. Look at this setup. This is what Dado uses to create all of his orders and build all of his smoker kits and whiskey boxes.
Well,
and
I laser etch with this to personalize it, but I didn't like the unit came with an overpriced filtering system, and I was using it so much, so I decided to build my own setup here, using like an AC Infinity fan, plumbed it up, and then this filters it here, and then I put a temperature probe and it tells me my humidity and stuff inside the machine, so it's pretty cool how it works.
That's what I would have done too.
Yeah. So we're gonna go design the bracket. I might use like something like this, like a black acrylic.
Yeah,
see
like
how
that.
thick that is. It's very rigid.
Yeah.
It's easy to cut, and we can even, put like little peanuts or something on it.
Perfect. Look at this sneak peek, guys, of products to come. Look at this.
And I mean, here's my new lids. They're not even on the website yet, but these are the finished ones that
I like that a lot.
I stain. They're little sprockets.
Those are so freaking cool.
Here's the first run of the little
nice.
smoking planks.
Yeah.
So when you put the smoker on here, the air underneath channels through these and then comes up through and smokes the glass.
God, now I just want to smoke some shit.
Now this is, maybe when we go back down. But these are done. They're just going to be a little bit bigger, and I haven't decided if I want to do a round or match maybe this.
Oh, I like that.
And then make it. So I got a lot of R&D to do with all my stuff. Shop.com, yeah.
They're always linked in the description below too if you want to support.
Here's some of these. A bunch of these really orders
cool
just
hand-built,
came in.
handmade products.
Yeah.
All right, now let's make a bracket.
Okay. All right, so we'll make this super quick. Basically just the typical outline shape. We're gonna round the corners a little bit like that, maybe a little bit more, and maybe a little bit less. All right, so the measurements for this is 3 7/8, so 3.875 for the width, 0.75, and then 3.5 for the holes. So that's what we forgot.
What?
The size of the holes.
Oh yeah.
So we're gonna have to maybe
wing it,
run, or just wing it. No,
you can always drill them out if you need to, right?
Acrylic might break, so I might run down and actually look at the drill bit that it is. So let's just say it's 0.375.
Okay.
Just
for
yeah, and then
rough estimate. Dude, that looks good already.
Yeah, we'll put the other one on the other side. And
what program is this that you're using?
I have AutoCAD and Illustrator and all the Adobe stuff, but I've been using CorelDRAW for a pile of years when I was a graphic designer, and I work the best in that software. And like, I remember the shortcuts, like
Also, look at this, guys. Who wants one of these?
Yeah, let's do it.
How cool are those? You could do your own name on there with your bikes.
Don't tell them that.
Okay.
Then I got work to do.
Never mind.
So,
if you saw this, okay, go ahead.
So what I like to do is I'll put a marker on the center of the circles. I made this line 3.5 inches. Right, we said it was going to be 3.5?
That's what it said, 3.5.
Correct.
Yeah.
And then, I guess these are too big. Maybe like that. There we go. And then this guy here. I know this is boring stuff, but this is going to help us in the long run.
Yeah.
So we're going to make these even, group, and then center.
Look at that.
So the bracket, essentially this should work. The only thing I want to double check is
the size of those holes.
Yeah, what the diameter of the holes are, because they should be almost perfect for that little, or a bolt or something to drop through.
And then just try it.
And then we'll do, just real quick, we'll etch that in the center.
I love it. So no one will ever see it.
All right, should be it.
So he was gonna grab the, he was gonna do Campisi Customs. I was like, you should just put our signatures on it, you know?
So here's from the boxes, we have the signatures here from the limited edition.
Oh, nice.
So I can just snag those, I'll ungroup it. snag the signatures off.
How cool is this?
Then we'll go back on here.
The stuff Dado does, man.
And then where are they?
Crazy.
Where? Let's see. So you want Campisi Customs and this?
Oh, I was just gonna say just the signatures.
Okay.
Yeah. I think people would probably just prefer a signature on there. Since we don't have it anywhere else on the bike. Look at that.
There it is like that.
No one will ever know what's under there.
No one will ever know.
All right, he's got everything ready to go. Look at this.
Some 1/8 inch black acrylic. I'm gonna cut and etch on this side.
Isn't this similar to what we made the monster bracket out of?
It is.
We put our logo. Or
That was opaque. I like that.
Yeah.
This one.
So how do you know where to put this
solid.
in there?
It doesn't matter. I mean, you can put it any way you want. It'll still cut
okay,
it.
gotcha.
I just centered it.
Yeah.
Close this guy up. I have all my settings on my machine.
This is craziness.
So.
Oh, there's all your designs.
Yeah. So we're gonna upload. See, it already has a camera inside, so it takes a picture of the media.
Oh, okay.
It threw the.
Now you put it where you wanted to cut it on there.
Yeah, we'll just throw it like right there.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah, so upload it to the server. Minute 48 seconds to cut the bracket, laser etch it. We're just gonna have to basically peel the backer off, and I'll be done.
That's so sick. Look at this.
So this will take a second. You can see the light down there.
Yeah.
It's laser etching our signatures right now. After that's done, it's gonna cut the whole thing.
Wow.
And then we'll be done.
Okay, that's sick. Look at this. We found something that makes brackets better than Dado, guys.
Wow.
Look how cool that is. Is that it?
Yeah, so let's
You gotta be kidding me.
yeah, I told you.
Isn't it gonna be like hot or something?
Nope.
What?
Feel it.
I'm not touching that.
No, seriously, feel it.
I don't trust you.
I swear to God, it's not.
Wow.
Smell it.
That is freaking, I do smell it. Look at that. That is so badass.
All right, we're gonna keep this on just in case we need to
Make
before
another
I peel
one?
this off.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna. Actually, it doesn't matter. Yeah, I'll do
love
it
it.
right now.
All right, moment of truth. Do the holes line. That's a hell of a good looking bracket. I do have
Come
to
on,
say.
give me a little bit of credit. That's pretty,
right?
pretty
That's
decent.
badass. They line up pretty damn close, huh?
Pretty close. Yeah.
All right, so you're gonna put it underneath
Yeah, we're
since
gonna.
it's thicker. Look at that, dude. What are the chances that this actually works?
I don't know. We'll see.
All right, there it goes. Look at that. That is a badass looking bracket. So here's the moment of truth. Does it actually work?
That's a good question. Just with anything custom.
Here we go.
Who knows? I can't see shit.
Oh, here, I got you.
Give me my flashlight.
Oh, yeah. We should be making those too. Is it too thick?
Campisi Custom.
Is it too low?
No. Wow.
It works?
Dude.
Holy shit. Oh my God, it works. Wow, it's perfect. You gotta be kidding me. We got
absolutely
You
perfect.
got it on the first try. Look at that. Obviously the bolts aren't in up
Yeah,
here.
we
That's
gotta
why
put
he's
the bolts.
holding it. Dude, that's perfect. All right, so we test fitted it. It actually works flawlessly, and look at how cool that thing is. Obviously, you'll never see it except for the winner. If he ever removes this for any reason, he'll see it. But Dado had another idea. He said, now again, this is for the GPS thing, which I'm gonna send along with the
For
bike.
the track, yeah.
But I think we should double-sided tape a little cutout of something on there, like maybe our initials or something cool on there.
Or
Let
do
us-
like our initials and then custom R1M
Yeah.
or just something cool
Yeah.
that's a tiny little touch, and then if they want to use it, they can either put the GPS over it or take
or
it
just
out.
pull it off.
Just
put the
something
GPS.
cool that
Let us know what you'd like to see on there. I think our initials with like custom R1M
with like
or
a little
something.
sausage on the bottom.
So now we're gonna put it on for good and keep rocking and rolling. Bolts going into the tail, the rear seat cowl. Finally, what an ordeal, dude. That's insane. But I'll tell you what, that thing ain't going anywhere, dude. All right, we'll put the other bolt in and then we'll start working on the battery and get the seat on. All right, and there you go, guys. Look at the fitment of that. For a piece that's not even supposed to be on there, a handmade laser etched bracket. Look at that. Okay, that is freaking badass. Battery's next. Just so you guys know, this battery that's probably 6 pounds, maybe more. Manny has one on the way.
You think that's
an
6 pounds?
anti-gravity? Oh yeah, you think more?
That feels like an ounce to me.
Oh, no,
wait,
it's-
never
it's
mind.
he-
I actually have muscles.
That's messed up. It's heavy. So unfortunately we don't have the other one, and we just want to put the bike back together, and we don't want to put it back together without a battery, even though we're going to swap in the future. So we're just going to use the stock battery. We will be replacing it with a lithium battery, which we're probably going to shave 5 pounds, which will bring the sub-pound total up to 6 or 7 pounds on doing the subframe, and that's up high weight, so that's going to be very crucial. So always starting with the positive first. Is that what it is?
Dude, I try to be positive first. So Jared had me do the negative first.
I told you to do positive first. If you guys are doing it, do positive first. It doesn't really matter, but if you touch something wrong, you can, what, would short your bike out? Is that
If you touch something wrong, opposed to touching it right?
Yeah. Like,
no,
I'm saying like
what they're trying to do is avoid you shorting something,
yeah.
you know? You're supposed to put the positive on, cover the terminal, and then put the negative on.
Just in case.
But
just in case idea.
if you have skill like myself, you can you can actually just
avoid
put a
all the
screwdriver
rules.
across the battery.
Perfect. And hook them both in at the same time.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. So the battery's in. Let's get the seat cover.
The bracket.
Yeah, I was gonna say. So I just realized, Dotto, when we're bleeding the brakes and stuff, we might need to access these areas. So maybe we shouldn't put it all back together completely.
Honestly, because we had so much apart, even undoing stuff from the ABS pump.
Yeah.
I told Jared there's lines underneath here that could leak when we're bleeding.
Into the
There's
pump.
lines down here and everything. So in order for me to be able to see everything, technically,
because we're gonna do the brake lines next. Next episode will be a rear brakes upgrade, and then the next episode after that will be front brake upgrades, and we have to actually get into all these areas in here to do the brake lines as well. So I don't know. Whatever. You know what? Let's just put the bracket on. We'll put the seat on, and then maybe we'll stop there. We won't bolt the tank down or anything like that, but at least it'll kind of look like it's together. All right, so yeah, we decided not to put the seat bracket on, so you're gonna see stuff that you're not gonna normally see once we put it back together for good, but we just wanted to kind of put stuff back on there so we get some sort of idea how it's looking right now in its current form. You can set her on there. The, what was that, the Power Ranger vest that you were wearing, Tata?
Yeah.
Yeah, we just won't clip anything in or put any bolts in. There you go. So, there you go. Look at that. Actually, this side even has more stuff on, right? Oh, no, it doesn't have the fairings and stuff on. But look at that, guys. It's looking pretty damn juicy. From the front to the back to the floor. And then the cowl. Simon cowl. Dude, that is fucking badass. I actually love this bike. That looks so sick. This is our first time seeing the carbon subframe. And remember, there's gonna be a carbon piece sitting here too, which really ties everything all in. There's just carbon everywhere.
You know, every time we start filming and I see all the parts sitting there, all I can think about is, I hope it fits, and if it doesn't, I hope we can make it work, because I don't care how skilled you are, what
you never know.
You have. The thing is, at the end of the day, like, some stuff just doesn't, you know, like like us realizing stuff's missing, and oh, by the way, Dotto, you're cutting and drilling carbon again. Great.
Yeah. Now you got to build a bracket because it's a race subframe. But yeah, I think that's it. There's really not much else we can do today. We're gonna get into the rear brakes next, and then we'll do the front brakes, and then we'll bleed the whole system. So I say we just leave the bike apart for now, because I want to check and make sure lines aren't leaking in different areas, so there's no point to put it all back together. So I think that's it. So thank you, Dotto, for the custom-made bracket. I think at some point, maybe one of the last episodes, Dotto, we'll do something up here for a cool little logo.
I think that'd be really neat.
Yeah, let us know what you would like that to say, if you want us to do that, and what it should say on it. Huge shout out to Manny from Moto Million for providing all these badass parts. You can use code Campisi to save yourself some money when you order parts for your motorcycle from Moto Million. If you want to be entered to win this bike and help support these projects, which we massively appreciate, patreon.com/Campisi Customs. It's always the first link in the description below. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more, and we'll see you all in the next one. Peace.